Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Happy Saturday to you all once again. I am back, darlings. And listen, I have some amazing information to share with many of you that I know is going to bless your life, ladies. And I have a special guest. So if you are watching live, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who's here. And rep your city, rep your country. I'm going to share and I'm going to ask you to share as well because listen, ladies, we have some things to talk about on this good old Valentine's Day weekend. Okay, so go ahead and comment. Let me know who's there. And let's get started, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that were on the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach, an internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of the legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor. And I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer, and my faith is exuded in all that I do. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. So listen, y'all, I have an amazing guest tonight that's going to share some powerful information and her testimony with you all, as well as my testimony. And if you are a woman who has had several cramps and for almost your whole life, I have something for you. If you're a woman who has had irregular periods, I have something that may be able to help you as well. And of course, I'm making absolutely no medical claims, but I am going to share with you real life testimonies as to why so many people, women in particularly, have been able to see such great relief with their cycle. And so I'm going to bring on our guest. Hey, Miss Carolyn. I'm going to bring on our guest, a phenomenal woman that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. She's like a genius for real. Like, she's a whole NASA engineer. Like, I didn't even know all of that. I was like, hold on, wait. When she said, I said, what? You're a whole NASA engineer. You're just real low key with it. Okay. And so I'm going to bring on a dynamic woman who also is a physical trainer, a legit bodybuilder. Like, she is, like, y'all, I'm going to bring to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Miss Dion Murphy. Hey.
Hey, Sharita. Hello, everyone out there. How are you all doing? Thank you so much, Sharita, for having me this evening.
Listen, darling, it is a great honor to have you on with me. Listen, literally, we know what these products have been doing for us. And when I heard your testimony, I wanted other women to share, because I have been telling people for months now, when I discovered how this amazing Valet 30 has been able to help me with my cycle, I was like, OMG, somebody else has seen the same thing. And then I had other people telling me they saw the difference. And I'm like, listen, y'all need to have this in your life. So I'm going to quickly share what my situation has been. So I've had issues with my period literally my entire life. And in fact, I've almost had my period for my entire life, because I've had it since I was 7 years old. Like, no caps.
Wow.
That's crazy. Exactly. And so for me, I've had issues where my period almost all of my life was irregular, right? It was irregular. And when it would come, it would be for a long extended period of time. And then I would have such horrible cramps. Like, I'm not talking about, oh, she's a little moody because she's like in a little pain. No, it was to the point where I couldn't do anything. And like my first 2 to 3 days, I was in a corner somewhere. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. Nothing. Leave me alone. And part of the reason why I had a lot of those issues was because I also had PCOS. And so with having PCOS, the irregular periods was the norm. So let's fast forward now to, I want to say, almost a year ago, not exactly a year, but I say almost a year ago, when I consistently started taking the Valet 30. Now I started taking it, and I realized, well, I didn't realize till 2 months later, but I took it 1 month, and I was like, oh, I'm not that much pain. I was like, praise the Lord. I didn't know what was going on. Like, praise God. So the next month, the next month came, and I was like, yo, wait a minute. I'm actually not in excruciating pain. And not only was I not in excruciating pain, I literally didn't know that my cycle had started. And that was like never the case for me, because like days before, I'm feeling the difference. My body's aching, my back hurts, So for it to come and not even know, I'm like, whoa, what is happening? And so I decided to do some research. Okay. I'm doing research on this amazing bottle y'all see here. And then something called, there you go, something called the amla fruit. And I said, that's why. I said, this is why I don't have those crazy cramps anymore. It's because of the amla fruit.
Wow.
So the amla fruit is a superfood, y'all, that literally has been known for ages and used also in Middle Eastern countries to help with the actual menstrual cycle. And so I was like, this is why I'm not, moody and in drastic pain anymore, because of this. And so it's been powerful. Now, I want to know, Dion, your story, because when I heard it, I was like, wow. Share with everybody your experience with your cycle and the thing that you have gone through.
Yes. Oh, Sharita, that's awesome. That is awesome. And
yes, girl.
that is golden. Now, you all, let me tell you, I started my cycle when I was 11. Yeah, I was 11. And thank God, at that time I didn't have any pain or anything like that. It was just brand new, like it is for young girls. But when I got to college and I was around 18, I was a freshman at 18 in college, and I started to have the cramps that would make me just almost just lock up and not be able to move. But it was in my bottom, in my buttocks. It went back there. Wow. So it's like you couldn't even walk, so I found relief in leaning over. Y'all know those dormitory refrigerators. I used to have to lean over to stretch it out, to really bend over to stretch it out to give me some kind of relief with that. Wow. So, that I told my mom, I said, I don't know what it is, or what, it's just started. It had started to do that. So, we went to the doctor whenever I went home for break, because I went to school. I'm from Mississippi, but I went to school in Louisiana. And so when I went back home, we went to the doctor, and the doctor gave me some birth control because it helps with the cramps, to help ease that. Okay. So let me tell you, when that helped me out, I wasn't in so much pain. I still was in kind of some pain, but not a lot of pain. So I stayed on those birth control pills all the way, from 18 all the way up until I turned, I think it was maybe like 32. I think it was like about 32. Wow. And then I was like, I just don't want to take these anymore because I don't know, one day I might want to have a baby. I don't want this to cause anything. So I just decided not to take it. Okay. Then the cramps came back. So I was like, okay, you're just gonna have to push through. So the first 2 days I would push through, but you all, I had terrible first, second, and part of that third day, like heavy bleeding. And it was like you didn't want to go, spend the night anywhere, have girls' night or whatever. You didn't want to go do that on the first 3 days. You didn't want to wear certain colors. Y'all, it was so bad. You didn't want to laugh. Okay. Yep. You didn't want to sneeze. You didn't want to cough. The ladies know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, I dealt with that all the way, you guys, all the way up until, I would say, because I started taking this in July before I even became a part of the ARC. I started taking this in July. I started to see a difference. Like Sharita said, it was after about 60 days for me. After about 60 days. And I was just like, no, let me just continue to take it. So I took it for 2 to 3 more months, and the stuff was real. Stuff didn't go away. It still was real. And so I'm just now sharing my testimony. So what it has done for me, let me tell you all. I did have a child at 37. I had my baby when I was 37. And they told me, they said, hey, we can't find the baby. Your levels are up. We see that you are pregnant, but we can't find the baby. Mind
Wow.
you, it was a big fibroid, you all, the size of a grapefruit. They said.
Wow.
They said, oh, it's behind here, and you have fibroids. Did you know that? You have 5. I was like, 5? And then they said,
Wow.
one grapefruit. Never knew. That attributed to the heavy periods, that to that. I didn't have the fibroid pain, but I had the fibroid periods.
Heavy.
It's really heavy. And so I was like, okay. And then when I had my baby, I had to have a cesarean because of the doggone fibroid. They said, oh, we found 6 more. So 11. Now,
oh my gosh.
Small in size, but I never knew. Now, let me tell you all, now, whenever I do have my cycle, it used to be like anywhere from like 7 to 10 days long.
Wow.
But those first 2 days were horrible. Okay. And then it would just stretch out, and I'm like, please go away. It wouldn't go.
Yes.
Now, with this, you all, and I know it's this, because this was the major change, Let me tell you, the first day is the only day that I have to be like, okay, maybe I could. I know it's coming on the first day because I can count it on the calendar now too.
Yes,
so yes. Like, I'm good on the. I'm like, okay, I just know I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna chill on the first day, but that second, third day, it's like light as I don't know what, and then by the 5th day, it's gone. I've gone from 7 to 10 day long spans to 3 to 5 day long spans, y'all. And let me tell you, that is something to shout about, scream about, holler about, write home, tell people about. That's why we have to get this information out there. And it was all because of this. We are not making any medical claims saying that this is going to do this for you, but this is what it's done for me.
Big fact.
1 capsule per day, Sharita. Just one. It's so good. Sometimes, in the afternoon, give me
right. But that was so powerful, Dion, and you shared so many things that I can totally relate to. And let me go back to the first thing you said, which was the birth control pills, right? So they had me on birth control pills as well, starting probably, I want to say, I don't know, was it 18, I think, or something like that. I don't remember, when I was diagnosed with PCOS. And the reason why they had me on the birth control pills was because of the irregular periods. And so because of the irregular periods, they gave me the birth control pill so that way my periods would actually come every month. And so, of course, being on birth control pills, is not necessarily good for you, especially for a long extended period of time, because eventually, if you're someone that wants to have children, that may cause some issues. And so I had to take the birth control pills because if I did not, I was not getting a period. Like I was not. And it's unhealthy to go months without having a cycle, and you should never go 3 months without having one, because at that point you may be more active for ovarian cancers and things of that sort. So your gynecologist will always tell you, make sure you never go more than 3 months without a cycle. So I would try to get off the pills because I'm like, I don't want to be on this. And if I didn't do it, it was a wrap. So fast forward, so I'm on birth control pills from 18 to about, I think I stopped taking them when I was 30, 31, something like that. And I'm like, listen, I'm about to get married. I'm going to have another child. I am not taking this. So the next thing was, well, let's put you on metformin, because the metformin can help you with the PCOS and the insulin resistance and all of that. I'm like, I don't want to be on metformin, okay? I don't want to be on any medication. And taking this, I would take the metformin and I felt like I was done for the day. I couldn't do anything. And I'm like, why am I so tired? Like, it was just crazy. And so I said, you know what? I'm not taking that either. So I stopped taking the pills. I stopped taking the metformin. And I'm like, God, you're going to have to do what you're going to do and heal me, because I'm not dealing with this, right? So understanding where you're coming from with the actual birth control, because I had to go through that. Now, you then talked about the time frame of your period. So you had yours from seven days to 10.
Yes.
I would have mine similar to that. There was no less than 7 days, period. And there were times where it would be so bad where it would keep going and going to the point where I had to actually have a blood transfusion one time, because I was bleeding for so long. Like, it was over a month. Okay. It was horrible. And so I'm like, okay, this got to stop. Like, I didn't know when it was going to come, if it wasn't going to come. So to now, literally, no, I can go on the calendar and to the date. I know exactly when my cycle is coming. That is amazing. I've never been able to have that experience because people plan around their, that cycle. Like, I'm not going on vacation because I already know. But now I can do that. Before, it was just like, oh, well, we're going to see if you're going to come up today or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, right. And so now, like when you say how you know that, hey, this is the date every single month, like clockwork, literally, that's my story. I know every single month. And it's only been consistent like that for the past, 7, 8 months that I've been taking this Valet 30. Yep. And like people think I'm here just talking. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like for hearing our stories, for someone who had periods for 7 to 10 days.
7 to 10 days. You know y'all be tired of that. Y'all, you just tired of that. You're tired of that. And then let me tell you, I had to go double duty. Y'all, we talking. I'm talking about double duty.
Let's get real. Get real.
Double duty, day 1, 2, 3, double darn duty. Guys, for the ladies that know what I'm talking about. You got this, and then you got this. Right? So double darn duty. Yo, come on.
That's big facts, and that's a real thing.
It
for real. Y'all better stop acting too cute like you don't want to be in this life. Right. Y'all know y'all need this help. Y'all out here trying to listen.
If you want that help, you need to come out.
You better say something. Y'all act like you don't need this. You know somebody who needs this. You need to be sharing this link in their inbox because you know what they go through. Like that is I don't want to say a matter of life and death because I'm not going to speak that over anybody, but it is that serious.
But girl, it's just a matter of whether you just want to get up and do anything for the day. That's what it is. You can't. It's just like, oh my gosh, woo,
girl.
Don't be on no plane ride. You be having to schedule your flights. When we can travel and stuff. You like, okay, supposed to be going. Like when I was working, I had to go to Brazil, and I was like, y'all, I had to schedule that around a time that it wasn't gonna be that week because I'm like, I can't put up with this in Brazil. I just I just can't. No,
that's real talk. That's real talk. And now knowing that we can schedule now because we have a consistent schedule. Right. Like I can literally go now. Like I remember when I have to go to the doctor, right? And they'll be like, so what's your last cycle? And I'm like, I don't know. And I have to try to look and see. Now I can tell you, like clockwork, boom, this week. Like I know every single time now. And it's because of the Valet 30. And then being able to not have to deal with that pain like I used to. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Then you mentioned, Dion, the heaviness. Listen, the doctor gave me 850, I believe, 850 milligrams of ibuprofen that I had to take twice a day to make sure the bleeding wasn't as heavy because it would just
out of control.
Overflow. Yes.
Yo, this has that iron in it too that you will need because much with that, as heavy as those things are, and then if you're going consistently like that, your iron levels are going to drop. They're gonna be borderline anemic.
Exactly.
So,
so you're dealing with being, in pain, you're tired, you're fatigued because of losing so much blood. If you are someone who isn't even, and again, we're making no medical claims, but we're sharing with you what the facts are, that you have your oh gosh, you just said it. You have your iron in here. You have things to help with strengthening your body, literally in this liquid vitamin. And the crazy thing is, Dion, is that this liquid vitamin does so much. People it literally does.
That's why I wasn't even paying attention to it really, because I'm looking at the skin, I'm looking at the nails, I'm looking at the hair, all different types of things, and I'm like, it's something's going on. And I was like, it's that doggone Valet 30. Once you look through that, and let me tell you that amla fruit, the Middle Eastern countries, they use it for so many things. They use it for this, they use it for skin, for hair, all that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
so I remember back in the day when I was just big into that natural hair. See, like when it first came, I was going to get the amla powder, amla
Oh,
root
wow,
powder, all that
really?
stuff. Because we have like we call them the Indian stores or the Middle Eastern stores. So we go there and I would get it from there. Yes.
Wow.
Never in a million years, though, did I even think of consuming, you know, but now, thank God that they have it to be easily consumed, you guys. Just
Come
one
on.
capsule a day and be consistent. Be
That
consistent
part.
with it. You have to be consistent with it because I don't want you all to get this and you use it for, you know, 12 days. You forgot and then you come back on day number 21. You use it for 3 more days. Then you obviously say, no, that didn't work. No, get you a good 90 days in on
Come
this.
on.
And reevaluate, you know, go and just take what they call it, analyze it. You analyze the situation and see how you feel, okay? Because that's what we want you to be able to do, is to get your own proof, get your own testimony, get your own affiliation right here with this Valet 30.
Yep.
How you
I'm
gonna do?
trying to tell you. It changes everything. And you mentioned also how you didn't know it was the Valet 30. And so for me, I was like, well, let me check. I waited for like a good 2 to 3 months before I said anything.
Yeah.
I said, let me see if it does it again. And then at that 3rd month, when I knew undeniably there was absolutely nothing but the Valet 30 that did it. And then as I was doing my research, I found that, oh, it definitely isn't because of the amla fruit. I was like, get out of here. And so like you mentioned, the same amla fruit that's great for the menstrual cycle is also great for the skin. And said they would put patches of the actual amla fruit on their skin to help with removing dark marks and you know, freckles and things of that sort. This one same thing. Now, I don't want to go say this because I don't know if folks ain't trying to get pregnant or not, but also the research, I'm trying to tell you that this might help with you know, with fertility as well. And that's through the camel, which is another natural superfood, helps with fertility. I'm just saying. But ladies that are watching, you know, either yourself or someone who is dealing with having irregular periods or maybe having really bad, painful periods, and you can help them by literally sharing this liquid vitamin, because this literally is priceless. Because how much money would you have to go pay to go to see the doctor, number one, then have them give you painkillers that are not good for you, then put you on birth control, which is not good for you, and paying all of that money when you have an opportunity to take an all natural plant-based liquid vitamin that helps you with your actual cycle, and having the freedom of knowing that I can count on every particular day of the month that I know my cycle is going to come. I know it's not going to be crazy painful like it used to be. Like you can see a noticeable difference even if you went from a pain threshold of 10 to like a 6. Honey, that's a huge difference.
That is a huge difference. It is. And I just want to say that, you know, like just like you, Sharita, I had to wait some months because I just recently shared this and I've been taking it since July. And I was like, oh, I'm like, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. I started looking up things just like you. And then even the vitamin E, the amount of that vitamin E in there, it helps soothe those symptoms as well, you all. And there's so many different things in here. Your entire body, because this helps with the immune system too. So your entire body benefits from this. Benefits from this. And I mean, it's like a win. It's a win-win. And I'm just like, my goodness, I always have it here. I always have it here with me. This is one of them. I'm not going to run out because.
Listen, girl, I ran out before and I was so mad. Let me tell you, I thought I had more than I had and I sold something. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, no.
Like, can I have it back? Can I have it? Have you opened
Listen,
it?
I almost took it back.
Goodness.
And I have never in my life been excited about no dang on vitamins. But let me tell you something. When I say this thing has changed my life, it has changed my life and my daughter's life. And let me tell you why.
Yes,
my
y'all
daughter
got
and I,
another
we
testimony.
Listen, I'm telling you, testimony after testimony, about to have a whole testimony service. Like, for real. My daughter and I, we both have asthma. And every single year, like clockwork, especially around this time, she was getting sick. She was having flare-ups. I had to take her to the doctor, the ER. At one point, she had even gotten pneumonia. Like, it was crazy. We had to take the asthma treatment every 4 hours. It was horrible. Let me tell you. It's been 1 year now. Yeah, it's been I'm saying 7 months. It's been 1 year. She has not had one asthma flare up. She has not taken her inhaler, not once. She has not taken a nebulizing machine, not once in a whole year. I almost feel like I'm about to cry because y'all don't know what it's like to literally watch your child barely able to breathe, coughing like crazy. Then she would have these spells of where she couldn't keep anything in. And I would watch her and I couldn't do anything. And it would just break my heart. A whole year, she has not gotten sick once. Not one time. Not one asthma flare up. Like, God is amazing. When I'm telling you about this vitamin, this thing is real. It literally is changing our lives.
Yes.
And so while most people are not conscious of all the vitamins they need to have, I'm telling you, if you don't do it for yourself, there is someone else that you know that could benefit from it. Someone else who has low energy levels. This Valet 30 will help with the energy level. Your B vitamin, B12 is in here. Come on. And Dion, you're a personal trainer, a whole bodybuilder. Can you? She's like for real about this
past life. But this is so very important because even with training, even when you are out there whether you're trying to lose weight, burn fat, gain lean muscle, or just preparing for life, you have to have the right nutrition. Because our foods have been so refined, things have been stripped from it. The things that are supposed to be high in omega-3s and 6s and all of these things, the minerals, even the minerals, it's been stripped away. You're eating it, but you're just eating it, but you're not getting the nutritional value from it. And this helps you. This definitely helps you. It alkalines your system. Okay. Yep. And it oxygenates your body because your blood needs the oxygen to be able to move, And in order to have your circulatory system perform in the way that it needs to perform, to carry oxygen to your brain throughout your entire body, you need that. Because some of us don't even breathe properly. Just coming from that side, some of us don't even breathe properly. Have you ever just been working and then you caught yourself, you were just holding your breath and it was just unbeknownst to you that you were doing it? Even when people work out, if you feel yourself getting dizzy when you're working out or you yawn when you're working out, that's because you are not breathing properly. The yawning is an automated mechanism that your body uses to bring in oxygen because your brain knows that, okay, I need some oxygen. And so when you yawn, what do? You open your mouth, you take in a lot. And so that's how, let me see. That's how what strategic our body is. It knows what it needs, and it knows what it's not getting. And when it's not getting, guess what? Malfunction happens. You get aches and pains and breakouts and all kinds of stuff when it's not acting right. This, in the words of Mr. Claiborne Damu Brown, sends our system back into a state of auto correction.
Come on. I ain't fooling with you.
Auto correction for real, you all. Sharita mentioned all of the medicines and stuff. When you read that fine print talking about, when you take this, they're letting you know, they're putting a statement out there that this can affect your liver, your spleen, your kidney, and all everything. You gotta make sure you ask your daughter so it don't contradict or counteract with another medicine that you may be taking. No. Yep. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Trying to tell you, this whole 32-ounce bottle ain't 16, a whole 32-ounce bottle.
Look at the size.
You better come on, listen.
Look at the size. Right here. This is 16. And my inside ear kind of orange, but that's actually detox, my tea, mixed with Neo in there.
Your Vicia tea.
Vicia detox tea. So and you get 32 ounces. This is
What
a
is it?
whole
Come on.
supply plus a couple of days. Plus a couple of days.
Plus a couple of days.
Yeah.
Literally 16 ounces. 32.
But let me tell you what I do when I get down to those last 2 ounces, Sharita. That day when I'm down to them last 2 ounces, I just take the top off and just turn up. I just go to drink it down. I do.
I take it to the head.
I be like, oh shoot, I'm at the end.
Might as well. I'm not the only one. So you might just go for it.
Yes. Y'all, 32 ounces. All you need is 1 ounce a day, 1 capsule.
And it tastes really good.
Come on, it tastes really good. It don't have that vitamin flavor. You know, like when you chew them Flintstone vitamins or the one of days and all of that.
Hey, the operations in the building. Hey,
yes. Yes, honey.
Yes, it tastes good. That part.
Yes.
You actually like taking the kids actually love taking it. How about that? My daughter, like clockwork, wakes up every morning like, may I have my valet 30, please? Every single morning. Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Literally. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
It's a game changer. It's a game changer. Listen, y'all.
Just some valet 30. And these are our personal testimonies, you guys. You know, try it for yourself. Get your own testimony. Share it out there because people need this. People need it.
They really do. Like, literally need it. I can't tell you. I get my cousin, when I say they stalk me, they really stalk me. They're like, Sharita, is it coming in? I'm like, I don't gave you the tracking number. Like, I can't. There's nothing else I can do. Nothing.
You click the button. Here's the tracking. And go and see, you know, that's good. And let me tell you, I sold this to one of my previous, look at, she said my college student drink it like it's juice.
They really do think it's juice.
All the way up. And it was a guy. You know, he saw a video that I had did on Facebook. He said, so what is that you have? You know, that's how he said, what I heard you talking about it. Like, what is that bottle? And so, you know, I told him and he was like, okay, let me send me one, you know? And I was like, okay, so he cashed out, you know.
Come on, cash that poppin'.
He went out and cashed out. And let me tell you, when he got it, he called me, but I missed the call. But he called me again. I still missed the call because I don't know. I just missed those calls. But when I called him back, he was like, oh my God, how you going to sell somebody something and then don't answer the phone whenever I'm trying to call and tell you I got it and I took it and I felt amazing. I felt different after I took it. I was just trying to tell you. That's what he said.
Gotta answer that phone, girl. That's real though. Like I'm telling you, every single customer that I have, they're like, okay, when's my next one? I need another bottle. Like they are on it. When I say on it, because they feel good, like they feel the difference. And for those of you that don't know, Valet 30 is an acronym that stands for vitamin and liquid energy for 30 days, but it's actually like 32. But
like 32, just turn the last two up.
Exactly.
Just extra
that. And I'm telling you, they feel the difference. And you talked about the hair. There are so many components in the Valet 30s where our hair is like popping. My daughter's hair grew so much I couldn't believe it. I may still even have the picture that I had before.
I saw her hair on the picture yesterday too when she was posed up.
Listen,
she was posed
time. And she tells everybody, she's like, yeah, it's the Valet 30. It's the Valet 30.
Because she see mommy doing it. Because I remember whenever you had your natural hair, Sharita, I never I did that video. You were holding it like this, and I'm just like, that is awesome. And see, mine stay like this. So because I keep it natural. Sometimes I put it down because I just now started putting, getting some wigs because I got a big head. I found one.
You do not,
girl. Yes, wait. You see me in person. You see me in person. Just wait. I'm way back from the camera. Illusions, and so. I can definitely tell you all. I can definitely, whenever I'm washing my hair in the shower, and you get that extra hair. You're doing what I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here now. So it's just amazing because just 3 years ago, I had shaved my hair and my head completely. I had like the little top, but I had it off, and I just did it. And let me tell you, it's continuously growing even more because let me tell you, your hair. Your follicles are living organisms in your body, and it needs those nutrition that's right here in this bottle. Those vitamins and nutrition that's right there in the bottle, and It helps your body all the way through, but you have to give it a chance to really sit in your system. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel great once you take it that first or second time. But let me tell you, in order to get it to act on your system as a whole, you must be consistent. You know what? You want to pay for great health now instead of paying for bad health later, because it's way more expensive.
That part. And that's the thing. I'm so glad you said that, because people will pay hundreds of dollars for some bundles. Okay, they'll pay
and
a whole lot of money for a bag. But you tell them to get something that their body actually needs. Oh, I'm gonna wait till you have another sale. I'm gonna think about what? I don't understand. So you have need of this, but you're going to wait. But let Neiman Marcus or somebody have a sale, and you want to go and make sure
that January 1st deal at sale. People on the 31st of December, they have it in their shopping cart. Like, so whenever that 1201 hit or 1218 hit, they going and checking out. I'm telling you, get that serious about your health, you guys. And right now we're in the middle of a wellness pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Get your immune system up. You never know what you might come across. Some of you might, for the ones that have been taking Valet 30, let me just tell you this. You might have come across 19. You might have come across 19. All right, we're gonna call it 19. You might have come across C19, but you just never know.
That's real though.
And if you didn't have this in your system, because you just don't know. If you want more in your system, you know, it could have really got you. Just, I'm telling you. Because I've known some people after the fact, they were saying, you know, I was around my cousin that was that had COVID. And I'm like, wait a minute, when was the last time I saw you? So I would make sure that I was sure that I wasn't around them. And I'm like, are you okay? Have you been coughing? Are you okay? And so when you ask people those questions, and then they're like, no, I was sick too, or I had to go in quarantine, you need to be on it. That needs to be your primary customer.
That's the truth. And I'm telling you, before all this stuff happened, right, with 19, as you said, if I felt like I was getting a sniffle, like listen, if I think I'm getting a sniffle, honey, I'm doubling up, I'm tripling up. No, listen, what? You're not telling you catch me slipping, okay?
Is this a sore throat or just an itch back there? Or it's just something that I'm telling you, your mind starts thinking about that. And then like, no, then you just dehydrated. That's why you feel that way. But these things go through your brain. And guess what? I have something that I could turn to.
Yes.
You know, I don't care if it's just me thinking that. I got something I could turn to.
Who can I run to?
That was in my brain. I was going to do it. I was. But I was like,
you should have did it, girl. Would have been yes. It's real. It's real, y'all. I'm telling you. All of your vitamins and minerals.
Everything.
And then the camel, people don't know, the camel has more vitamin C than the actual orange. Like, it's like super strong vitamin C in the camel itself. This is why people in those Asian, countries don't get sick like people in America do. They have these natural, remedies that they go through. Yeah, these herbs, and they're taking it. This is why they'll go and put that amla fruit on their face. They'll go and take the camel, and like you mentioned before, the actual your skin
the hair follicles.
Yeah, hair follicles. Well, that helps with the actual moisturization of it. I think it's made up a whole word, moisturization.
That's okay. Circulation, all of that. Because you got to have that blood circulating through. That's why your system needs to be oxygenated and have blood, helping push that blood through. Because when your system is oxygenated, the blood's going to go. And guess what? Your follicles need that circulation, that blood. If you know you got black toenails, I'm sorry, let's get it. If you got black toenails, that pink one, sometimes you want to turn black on that's a sign of poor circulation. A fungus, but then a poor sometimes if it's not a fungus, it's like poor circulation.
Wow.
And you need your body needs that to be circulated through it. I'm telling you, our body is a machine. Our body is a machine. It's a self-healing machine, and so we have to give it what it needs. Okay, we have to.
Listen, y'all, there are so many amazing things that our amazing Ballet 30 does, and we don't have time to go through all of them, but we touched on the main thing tonight, which was menstrual cycle pains, having the abnormalities with it. I'm telling you, y'all, my life has changed because of this. I'm telling you, I know what I used to go through, y'all.
It's real. I'm telling you, it is so real. And it messes with your psyche too at times. You're just like, oh my God, why do we have to go through this? You know, because that's supposed to be a woman's power. Let me just tell you that part is supposed to be a woman's power, something that's cherished. But when it comes with that pain, when it comes with that irregularity, you know, that sets in, when it comes with all of these other things, guess what? You like, man, I don't know about this. I don't know.
She said, I don't know about this, but I know we got to go. Your doorbell is ringing.
You know who that is. She back.
Playtime's over. But thank you so much, Dion, for sharing your testimony. If y'all watching from Dion's page, get in her inbox and let her help you get this. And also, we have a weight loss group coming up, but we'll talk about that another time. But Dion, you go do what you have to do. Love you, boo. Thank you for hopping on. All right, y'all, listen, we came, we saw, we conquered. You need the Valet 30 in your life, point blank, period. And if it's not you, you know someone else can greatly benefit from this. So for those of you watching right now, get in my inbox and let me help you. If you're watching from YouTube, you can go ahead and text the number on the screen and I can show you how to get it. And if you order, I have I think like one bottle left on sale, literally, y'all. So if you want it, get in my inbox and I will show you how you can have this amazing jewel called the Valet 30, all 32 ounces, honey. It will change your entire life. Do you hear me? So thank you so much for watching on this Valentine's Day weekend. I know a lot of you might be with your booze and all that good stuff, but for those of you that are not, and better yet, this is a great Valentine's Day gift. You love the person you're with, give them some Valet 30, okay? Thank you all for watching. Until next time, only believe it to the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases.